Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you for all the participants in today's public expose meeting. So today we're going to have the sixth agenda, including with the question and answer. So would like to start with the introduction of the company. So yes, the PT Citra Tubindo Tbk, or we call PTCT or CTBN, is established in 23 August 1983. The main location in Batam, and we are also public company. The business activities first is trading of pipes and manufacturing of accessories. We also have the heat treatment process inside of our facility, and the pipe coating and also manufacturing of protectors. The headquarter and factory located in Batam, in Hang Kesturi 1 number 2 kawasan industri terpadu Kabil, and we also have the one office in Jakarta at the World Trade Center 5 16th floor, Jalan Sudirman, covering 29 to 31. Related to the subsidiaries and affiliated companies, as you may aware that the Valorec is on the 80% shareholder of Citra Tubindo, following it the 6.98 share from Nippon Steel and then 11% public. And Citra Tubindo is on 100% of the NS Connection Technology shares, 99% of the Sarana Citra Kabil, which is one of our company in port and logistic, and 99% of the CPPI or Citra Pembina Pengangkutan Industri, and 98% of Citra Marga Gargindo. So the Asian logistic, mostly the main core business is on the port arrangement and also trucking company. Okay, we are going to the next agenda. We are going to explain you about the sales and operation and financial performance. I would like to ask our commercial director, Xavier, to explain on the sales update.
Thank you. Yeah, it's working. Okay, thank you. So in Indonesia, we are still seeing a strong activity, even though we are impacted by the end of pandemic and the global supply situation. Pertamina Group is still our largest customer with regular significant volumes, and we improve our industrial excellence by achieving level 3 production facility qualification by the Valorec Group. On the export market, we continue to diversify our customer portfolio. We had successful results in Middle East and in Africa, and we took our advantage of our industrial setup in Batam to deliver very interesting orders in SEA region. And obviously, we also start to seek new opportunities outside from the historical oil and gas business.
So thank you. On the next slide, you can see on the transformation plan from the operation point of view. So if you see from the graph, we are trying to stabilize the workforce in the last 5 years. Even if this year will be our a good year. However, if you see the chart between 2023 compared with 2019, I can say even though it's the load increase, but we were able to stabilize or to maintain the number of workforce in same level. It means we improve a lot inside of our productivity, and also we gain our efficiency. So that's why we can to maintain the number of workforce in the stable things. And on the capex, you can see on the next slide. In 2023, I can say is the number of the capex allocation in this year is reduced because of this year mostly the capex allocation is focused on safety and quality and productivity. So we don't have any plan to do some expanding because our capacity as of now is enough to fulfill our demand. So that's why the number of capex is reduced compared with last year. Okay. In last year, if you as you know also 2022 is still tough year also for us with the many region, I can say. COVID-19 Omicron variants is still there in the first quarter. And also the logistic cost, material cost is also challenging for us. But we are internally still was able to uh, to to uh, to focus how to generate saving. So if you see from January to December, sorry, can you move to next slide, please? Okay, we are a little bit struggling in the Q1. If you know that this Q1 period is where the Omicron started impacting to Indonesia, but April onward, we start to be able to increase our saving. The main saving mostly coming from OEE, the overall effectiveness equipment. This is the parameter where you can see how efficient our machine in our plant. So even though it's the condition as of now is difficult in terms of organization because of COVID, however, as you know also because we are flexible, agile, and also resilience, we keep continue to be able to increase our saving. Okay, the next slides will be the financial performance. So I would like to pass to our financial director, Pak Saiful.
Afternoon, everyone. Okay, for the cash position in March, in the first quarter of 2023, we have about 3.7 million compared to end of December, where the cash position is about 11 million. The decrease is to support our working capital, where we are purchasing inventory to support our sales. In terms of facility, I go to thank our bankers that they still maintain support for our credit line of 24 million, and our utilization as at to date is 8 million. Okay, in terms of 31st March 2023, our revenue increased significantly compared to the first quarter of 2022 from 15 million to 48 million. This resulted in a gross profit increase from 1.4 million to 8.2 million. And this also resulted in an EBITDA improvement, significant improvement of from 282,000 to 6.6 million. With the significant increase in revenue, this resulted in an EBITDA increase of 2,200%. One of the main improvement in EBITDA is we maintain our SG&A costs over the years, and any significant increase in volume will result in improvement in EBITDA. And this has improved the bottom line from a first quarter loss of 1.6 million in 2022 to a first quarter profit of 3.6 million. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Saiful. The next agenda, we are going to review the CSR contributions. I would like to Pak Ludi, our HR director, to present.
So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. So, CSR is one of the important pillars of the company. So, we really want to have value addition towards the community. What we think is that, the principle of this CSR is that the most sustained CSR activities are the ones giving mutual benefits to both society and business. And for us, it's very important because we are living in the so-called district of Nongsa, and this district is unfortunately having the most underprivileged families. And what we are targeting in the CSRs is education. We are partnering with the schools in the secondary level and also with the universities. We have several projects. You can see that one is Project Valerie. So this is in the secondary level of vocational school. We have the trainings, in-house training on machining, inspection, heat treatment operations, and yard operations. We are covering 41 students actually from one school in the district, and the program is a 6 months program. We are spending like $9,000. The second is Project Terry. So Project Terry is in the tertiary level. So we are working with the universities. Also in-house training. The program is 3 until 5 months. The participants in the quarter one is 7 people. We have the 3 school partners, and we are spending like $7,000. Number 3 is Project Sarah. So Project Sarah is kind of a refreshment training for those coming from Project Valerie and Terry, and also the ex-employees that they are going back, to our companies. So many ex-employees still, coming back to our companies whenever there is job opportunity. So the program is 6 months. We have 71 participants, and we spend like $32,000. Number 4 is social internship. So this program is more support employee direct family members, so-called to achieve mandatory industrial exposure, and mostly is for tertiary level from universities. So this program is 2 until 6 months. The participants is 36 people. The school partner is 12, and we spend like $16,000. The last is the teaching factory. Teaching factory, the principle is learning and producing. So this is also in the vocational secondary school, and we are focusing in the machining and welding activity. The program is 6 months. Participant is 45 people. We have 1 school partner from our district, and we spend like $8,000. I can continue, Bapak Jaro. Okay, next, also the other pillar that we care very much, it's employee satisfaction. So if you are aware that the company is located in Batam. Batam is like 2 hours flight from Jakarta. And also to make it more challenging is that the company is located in the Nongsa district, which is very far from the downtown of Batam. So the team activity or employee activities and support are very much important to make them, feel happy, and also they are motivated. And this is very important to ensure that we have the engagement and also productivity of the employees. We are targeting mostly in the sport activities. So the objective is that to have the team bonding, to have the retention of the employees, and also to promote healthier lifestyle. We have like a lot of activities. You can see that badminton, volleyball, table tennis, futsal. So minimum is once a week we have with hundreds of participants. Next chapter, please. Next slide, please. Also, we have cycling, aerobics, and Zumba, and these two activities are mostly participated by women. Again, you can see also hundreds of participants in this activity. On top of that, we have kind of online so-called education system. We call it online HR clinics. We are talking about health. We are talking about company topics through this media. Okay, the participant is 600. So that from the 5 activities in the quarter one. We have also international webinar. We have about global business performance, global campaign. We have seen 93 people participants with 1 activity. We have also medical related events, medical screening, blood donation, and the participants are very high. The participant is very high. So all of this in quarter one actually. Oh, sorry, I have to go first to the next slide. Okay, so we are also one of the important motivation drivers from the last employee survey is that training and learning. And for that, we have achieved 1,700 participants with 12,000 hours of learning. We are also having union inside the company, so it means that management and union bonding is very much. So we have 1 activity in the quarter one. The other pillar supporting the well-being of the employees is cooperative unit. with the motto of from employee, by employee, and for employee. So they are focusing on loan with the and low prices basic staples. In Q1, we have almost 300 members enjoying low-cost loans around 15,000 US dollar. The last program activity we have seen in Q1 is Women at Farak program, and this is very specific program to encourage more women in our workforce. This is coming from our global incentive from our major shareholders. So we have workshop locally and globally. We increase also women in the company. So we have 2 workshops with 180 participants, and also this is the first time we see women at the shop floor. You can see also the chart. The number of women in our workforce is increasing, though the workforce overall is decreasing. We are talking about only PTCT or CTBN. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Rudi. So I would like to invite Mr. Xavier to present the 2023 business outlook.
Thank you, Pak. Okay. So globally speaking, the oil and gas prices remain at a very high level for the past months. This is triggering some additional investment worldwide, especially in the US and Middle East. The impact of this on our business is that the demand for our product in this region increased a lot, and creating an unbalanced supply versus demand worldwide. We do see an increase of the lead time. Since the last 6 months, and at the same time, we still have the remaining impacts of the COVID crisis and the overall geopolitical situation, leading to increased prices in raw material and in logistic cost. And as you know, we are closely monitoring the potential worldwide recession, just to be sure to be capable to adapt and to react as quick as possible if we see any deviation to those prices. If we focus on Q1, we have seen a decrease of our tendering activity, both in terms of volumes and in terms of number of projects. This is due to 2 major causes. The first one, some operators are in a wait-and-see mode, expecting either to see the price slowing down a little bit, or waiting for investment approval from government and regulators. However, Indonesian market need additional oil and gas in the next year, so we still foresee an increase in terms of tendering activity in Q2, Q3 this year to catch up with the volumes we're expecting. If we did dive a little bit more on the situation for Citra Tubindo, we have been capable to have no cancellation of order due to the COVID crisis, and all the contracts we signed before the crisis are still going ahead with most of the Pertamina affiliates and also independent operators, which is triggering regular and steady invoicing for Citra Tubindo. Even though the raw material cost and logistic costs have increased in 2022 as disclosed before, we have communicated this situation to our customers, domestic and international, and also to SK Chemicals, to ensure that they are taking into account this current supply situation. On top of the domestic market, we do see some large international projects coming through Citra Tubindo. I will mention maybe 2 of them: ADNOC for the United Arab Emirates and Total in Uganda, that are contributing positively to the company performance. We also continue to work in the company to ensure that we will be cycle-proof. Obviously, as of today, the market price and the oil and gas prices are quite high, but we want to be sure that even during a downturn, the company will continue to be capable to be positive. And thus, we are working on what we call a PTCT, cycle proof, to ensure that even during a downturn, we will be capable to generate positive results. On top of the oil and gas market, we are closely following any energy transition opportunities. We have been working in the geothermal business for almost several decades in Indonesia, and we are closely monitoring the development in Southeast Asia of all carbon capture and storage potential business. We have been working closely with Pertamina and with other operators in Indonesia and in Southeast Asia to be capable to support as soon as the project will be sanctioned.